Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your weekly reading. And this week we're going to be focusing on the divine masculine. So if you're a divine feminine on a spiritual journey, experiencing a soul connection with this particular person that you see as your divine masculine, this reading could be for you. So I have just been sticking to the divine love story, which is great, but I just felt like switching it up this week just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a different outline. So I'm going to be following the outline that I've created for my divine masculine reading that I offer in my Etsy shop. And just today I launched my 12 days of Christmas sale, which is all readings in my Etsy shop right now are 20% off until December 23rd. So be sure to take advantage of this special pricing that really just comes once a year. I usually just only do about 15% off, but it is 20% off, just so you guys could really save right now. I know times are tough for everyone. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. You guys just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using, I will just go ahead and list them down below, okay? So let's get into it. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on what is the divine masculine's current theme for growth and development at this particular time. Let's look at this energy, okay? What is the divine masculine's current theme for growth and development at this time? We have the resting tree. So we have patience and stillness. So it could be that this masculine right now is taking a little bit of a break, taking a time out, etc. Just maybe practicing being patient or still with something that is going on in his life. When I say he, the divine masculine, of course, could be a she too. So just apply the messages as they resonate for your situation. All right, so let's see what tarot wants to come up with this resting tree. Oh, look at that. The Buddha prepares. I mean, literally, this is someone who is sitting by a tree in both pictures here. Also, we have the number 13. So the number 13 for me is death and transformation. So I feel like right now, this masculine may have just gone through something pretty major to where it's almost in a way forced him to have to take a break, forced him to have to take a rest, just kind of figure out what he's doing. Trees to me are growth and development, of course. It's like planning, building something. So it's like the Seven of Pentacles is coming up for me as well, where we're kind of taking a little bit of a step back, looking at what we've built so far. Do we want to fine tune something? Do we still want to go on down this current path? What do we want to do? So I feel like right now, masculine might just be a little, maybe even confused, or just something has happened and is forcing him to take a break and look at everything that he is building, what he wants to do, continue moving forward, etc. So all of the above. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming through. We have the Well Watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. So I always see wells, of course, like a well of knowledge, but also wishing well. Okay, so let's see what else. The waterfall, interesting. Water and the water well, interesting to me. Why do I keep saying interesting? I have no idea. Sometimes I just get caught on certain words and I just repeat them over and over again. I'm crazy. Anyways, so first of all, the Six of Forces in this deck is like the Six of Wands. May be a little bit different as far as, what this deck intends, but I'm going to go with both meanings here. The Six of Wands is victory and success, right? Something is basically overflowing and abundant in our lives. So that's like waterfall for me. But the fact that we have two energies that represent water with a waterfall or a water well, I just feel like right now where the masculine is at, it's like he's watching the well, and it's like maybe the well has dried up. Maybe something he was working on he hasn't had much victory and success with, and that's one of the reasons why he's taken a step back and trying to tap into his inner wisdom to figure out what he wants to do and how he wants to accomplish his goals moving forward. And also this is about letting go and going with the flow, being patient with a process. So all of those things could be just highlighted right now for this masculine. Let's get one more set. We have the Spirit Whisperer. Ooh, yeah. So this is about getting quiet, going within, and listening to divine guidance, getting in touch with our emotions, getting in touch with that Buddha within. That's very interesting to me. So this higher knowing, really listening to Spirit. Spirit is whispering, is the masculine listening, okay? And last one, we have the two of scrolls, two worlds. So as you can see in this particular card, you have this person, they're inside, they're basically like working really hard, but then outside life is continuing, everybody's having a good time, but this person isn't necessarily looking out the window to see what they're missing out on. So I feel like right now, this masculine is kind of stuck in between two worlds, maybe doesn't know how to enjoy himself, doesn't know how to participate with other people right now, maybe is just, you know, going through a down time. And sometimes when we're feeling down and depressed, we do tend to isolate and cut ourselves off from other people. So if right now, Divine Feminine, if you are experiencing this masculine right now who's pulled away from you, he's not really spending a lot of time with you, or he's not communicating with you, it's not about making excuses either, because obviously if you want to talk to someone, you'll make time for it. But sometimes it goes deeper than that. And it might just be that right now this masculine is just trying to figure out where he's at, what he's doing, where he's going. And he just may be cut off from the world, or cutting himself off from other people, including you, feminine. So it's like he's in two worlds and he's trying to figure out what to do. He's trying to figure out where he belongs. He's trying to figure out his way right now. It's just a lot of confusion, a lot of downtime, maybe even depression for masculine, and maybe even also just licking his wounds and trying to figure out what to do next. So that is what we have as far as his growth and development. Seems to be that there is something major taking place, and Spirit is trying to give him some sort of wisdom, sharing with him as he slows down so he can prepare for, you know, something better, basically. So that's what we have so far. So now we're going to go into the head and heart space that the masculine has when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. What is this energy that this masculine has towards you at this time? Let's take a look at that headspace energy. We have enchanted forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. All right, so let's get some tarot here. The moon to me is about visions, dreams, fantasy, subconscious. Okay, so we have the Four of Trees, which is the Four of Pentacles. The key word there is growth. Okay, well, what I'm getting here, you guys, is that this masculine is very enchanted by you, might really respect your, you know, who you are in the world. You could hold some sort of position or something that this masculine really respects. And so what's funny is that we did have two cards that showed trees, and I'm seeing a tree, actually two trees here in both of these cards, trees. So this masculine may want to better his life, or to become a better version of himself, to be able to level up with you. And so in a way, you excite him, you motivate him, you inspire him to want to be a better version of himself. So he sees you as somebody who's quite grown, somebody who is very exciting, somebody where there's a lot of mystery still surrounding you. There's also a lot of magic that he feels when he thinks about you or connects to you. So he's very enchanted by you, Divine Feminine, but it's still kind of a mystery of maybe what this is, or where you fit into his life, or where this is even going to go. But I just feel like this masculine is just kind of letting Spirit carry him and just going with the flow to see what happens next. Really isn't trying to make anything happen at this point. So I just feel like he's let go in a sense of just not pushing anything, and is just going to see what happens next. So it's like an up in the air energy for me. And the Four of Trees, Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on, letting go. I feel like even if you guys have lost touch, this masculine still does think about you. You're still in his subconscious. That is what I'm seeing here. All right, let's see what else is in the heart space. What is in the heart space energy? Okay, so we have sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Remember the Buddha prepares was the 13, and that was death and transformation. So I feel like there's something going on here in his heart space right now. Right now, he's in a cycle of life, and there could be some things going on with family as well, but there's something that is definitely transforming and changing for him. And I feel like you're a part of his journey, as in you have come into his life, maybe at a certain cycle where he might not be ready to embrace this connection, but you certainly have run into each other for a reason. Maybe it will make sense later. And we have 4 stars. Interesting, 2 4s here. So that's significant, right? And we have 22, 4, 4, 4, 4. So that could be a special message for some of you guys if you're seeing either 2s or 4s. but I'm definitely getting 444 for a lot of you guys. Look up that angel number and see whenever it comes up for you. That could be an indication of how the masculine is feeling about you, or what is going on in his heart space at the time that you see that particular number. But the 4 stars is the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands is foundation. Sometimes people will see the 4 of Wands as an 1111 card. So that could be an indication too, where when he aligned with you, when he met you, it's like he felt some sort of magic. He felt some sort of sacred energy with you, right? But just because people feel those things, just because people have those experiences with people, doesn't necessarily mean that people will jump on it or take advantage of those, times in life. Sometimes people will let other things get in the way, or they just don't have the tools to be able to maintain such a high vibrational connection. So it just really depends on where this masculine is at. But I feel like in his heart space, he is on a journey. He is looking for a love. He's looking for a higher love. He's looking for a sacred spiritual love. And there seems to be some sort of connection to you, as in the stars aligned. He sees you as a star. He sees you as somebody that's significant, somebody who shines out above all the rest. It's almost like in his heart space, he knows who you are, but his head might not be making the connection, or is not able to make the connection just yet, and might just be with other life cycles kind of getting taken away from this particular journey with you. So that is what I'm seeing so far. So I hope that makes sense for some of you guys, but it's not a negative at all. I really feel like he knows in his heart who you are, but maybe doesn't quite know what to do with it just yet. So that is what we have. So now we're going to go into his current fears and desires when facing you and this connection. What are the current fears and desires facing you in this connection? Let's look at the fears. Okay, interesting. We can see all of that slowed down energy right now. So I feel like this masculine might be in his fear, which is why he slowed things down with you, or he's pulled away, or he's put himself in snail's pace with you. Okay, maybe something was getting too intense. Maybe something was just too powerful, and that's how he's dealing with it, is just by pulling away. Six of Shells, Six of Cups. I feel like this masculine and you will have an opportunity to come back around. So if things have slowed down or have just kind of gone to a complete and total snail's pace, I feel like it's only a matter of time before the two of you will reconcile, because that's what the Six of Cups is. It's like people getting nostalgic for this connection. So the fear I feel is that this masculine felt a certain way about you, feminine, and I don't think that he's going to be able to just completely just let go of you and never come back. So I'm not trying to give anyone false hope there, but I just feel like there's something significant about you that he feels. Six of Cups is also like a past life, so, like a soul, soul love type of connection. And this masculine does feel that, but he also fears it at the same time. The Six of Cups is also about childhood as well. So there could be a lot of traumas and things that are slowing up this masculine on his journey. And so that's probably why we have this card right here, which talked about life cycles and family. So if he's got a lot of traumas, he's got a lot of issues, he's got a lot of karma, then that means that on this particular journey that he is on, when you meet him, he may not be ready to have this actual journey and union with you at the time that you guys meet. This might take a while. And I'm not trying to tell anyone, put your life on hold, wait for this person. Hell no, I don't tell anyone that. You got to do what's best for you, you guys. But I'm just kind of letting you know this happens to be where this masculine is currently at with you at this time. So his fear is that he's not ready. His fear is his past. His fear is perhaps not feeling this kind of connection with someone, but not being able to do anything about it right now either. So it's just where he's at in life. He's stuck in a cycle. So let's see what his desire is. What is masculine's desire towards this feminine? Okay, change, metamorphosis. Right? You can see these two flamingos and they're facing one another. They're like mirroring one another. So it's like coming together and connecting. So that's a desire. but it comes with the Five of Cups, the Five of Shells. So do you see this? It's like in a little sequence there. The Five of Cups is the past. It's past hurts, past disappointment, past pain, but it's also about not wanting to disappoint you, not wanting to, you know, come towards you and then ultimately let you down because he either has other things going on or he's just not equipped to handle this kind of emotion or connection right now. So again, if this masculine is just kind of slowing down with you, pulling back, not giving this a lot of time and attention, take that as an opportunity that maybe you and him are not on the same page right now, and that's okay. Maybe wait for better timing. When I say wait, don't put your life on hold. Keep evolving, keep doing you, of course, but maybe there's something about different timing with this particular masculine, okay? But he doesn't want to disappoint you, and his desire is that his past doesn't basically change or affect your connection. And I think that right now he realizes that his past or his issues are just going to sabotage this connection, which is why he might not go for it right now. Okay, that's what I'm seeing today. All right, so now we're going to move into the energetic frequency that connects you and this masculine most of the time. So this deck right here, we're going to go ahead and just tap into it. It's just pictures, no words. So what is the energetic frequency that is connecting you and this masculine most of the time? Okay, well, we have fate and destiny. Roll the dice, up in the air, gamble, risk, excitement. Look at that number 13 again, okay? So that's, of course, you know, lucky number 13, or people say it's unlucky or whatever, but this is like a gamble. This could also be like an addiction as well. So some of you guys might obsessively think about one another. Some of you guys might kind of take a risk, take a chance, or you feel like this is too much of a risk, too much of a chance, so you just kind of leave things up in the air. I feel like there's a lot of unsettled business, or there's a lot of unfinished business. I don't know why I couldn't say that. There's unfinished business with this connection as well. You guys both feel it. You guys both feel like maybe you're waiting for better timing. So it's a gamble or a risk going for it, but it's also very exciting at the same time. So it's like there's hot and cold energy I'm getting between you and this masculine. Okay, this to me is like the Five of Cups. There's some sadness, there's some disappointment. You can clearly see that this is a feminine here. She's like looking at this kind of, or she's looking at this picture. Well, she's not looking at it. She's looking away now, but she just feels like she's been tricked. She feels like a fool. The snake there, forbidden, temptation, all of this stuff here. This little monkey here is like, you know, like a little show dancing monkey. And then we've got that picture of the way things used to be. Just major disappointment. And I feel like that's probably why this masculine is fearing maybe having anything right now to do with this feminine, because he knows he will just disappoint her because he's either not ready or even maybe not even available. So I just feel like the frequency here, especially for feminine side, is that, you know, she longs for things to be the way that they used to be. So there's sadness and disappointment for sure. And also too, it's like knowing that somebody needs to grow. Knowing that this is an incubation period, knowing that the cycle that this connection is in right now is not complete. It's not ready. And I feel like you guys both know that to some degree. So my advice for you guys, especially feminines watching this video, is that, you know, you really just, in a way, have to let this particular person, maybe even try not to label this person, just step away from the label altogether and just realize that they have a lot of growing to do. And when this person is ready, and maybe you could be ready at that time as well, there could be a reconciliation here. Maybe you guys can give this another shot. But the way that it's the current condition, I guess, of this connection right now is that maybe it's just not quite ready. It's still in this incubation growth period. And until that growth is complete, it might just be problematic trying to make this happen, or it might also be a risk to get involved with this person right now, especially if they've got other things going on or they're not quite ready. Right? So it's like, why would we want to push something that isn't going to work? Or why would we want to push something that isn't ready? We wouldn't. It's like we wouldn't want to take a pie out of the oven if it's not ready, right? It would be raw. So it's the same thing. All right. So that's your shared frequency. It's a risk. It's a luck of the draw. There's a lot of temptation to do something here, but there's also disappointment. And there's also this, like, you know, somebody's still trying to grow something, or somebody's still trying to figure out who they are. So that's problematic as well. It's almost like a child. Okay, somebody's dealing with a child here. Yeah, it's a child type of energy. Somebody might just be also just still, like I said, trying to find themselves. So now we're going to go into the masculine's higher self message to the feminine. What does the masculine want the feminine to know? Okay, so your prayer will be answered. So if some of you guys have been praying for some sort of answer, you've been looking to get an answer, this masculine's higher self is telling you that either he will answer this question for you, or that you will get answers about what's going on with him very soon. You're trying too hard, give it time. Also, what the masculine is saying here is give it time. Also, if you're pushing or you're trying to communicate when he doesn't want to communicate, or you're sending messages, etc., etc., if you're pushing in any way, I feel like this masculine is telling you, give it some space, give it some time, just kind of pull away and let me come to you. Yep, look, don't rush into action. Don't rush into this. Allow nature to take its course. So we can tell here in the very beginning of the reading for this particular masculine that he's very much in this chill energy with the resting tree, right? And that Buddha energy. Well, the Buddha energy, and then going with the flow. So he's actually telling you to mirror that energy. But again, you guys, this is not saying just wait and put your life on hold and, you know, wait for me to be ready and make me the center of your world. No, that's not what anybody from their higher self would tell you to do. Somebody from their higher self would tell you, just give this time, don't rush into it, wait for better timing, and just take care of yourself in the meantime. And that is what this masculine is telling this feminine today. So I think it's actually a really nice message. That's really, really nice. So let's now go into how are your spirit guides and angels assisting you with this connection currently? Let's look at this. Sorry, this deck is, there we go. So it's got two sections, so I just wanted to get one from each. Okay, so we have ceremony. And we have, I don't want to, I don't want two, I just want one. So I'm going to just reshuffle here. And we have authority. Ooh, I like it. Okay. So the messages that I'm getting here from your spirit guides to you, Divine Feminine, is that they want you to take back your power. Okay. You may have already done this, but that is their guidance to continue to be in this ritual, as in ceremony, of being in your power, remaining in your power. If you've been giving this masculine too much power, or just too much of your time and your energy, and you haven't really been focused on yourself, it is time to take back your power now. It doesn't mean that you can't send this masculine loving thoughts and good vibes, but it's just that at the detriment to your own well-being, you definitely want to take care of yourself too. So let's get some tarot cards here. If you guys are having difficulties just kind of disconnecting and letting go, this is saying to actually do a ritual or a ceremony where it, you know, you're doing something that represents kind of letting go and going with the flow. So this is just a very small, minor example of writing some things down, things that you want to let go of, things that you want to dissolve, burning that, and just kind of letting it maybe even flow away from your life and the air, or even in water. Okay. And this will help with the process of lessening up some of that energy. Yeah, the Four Swords. The Four Swords, you guys, is basically saying that we need to just pull back and take some space and take some time. Allow some time for healing, okay? Retreat for a little bit. And then the ocean with the moons here. So this is like things going in cycles. So there's something going on right now in this cycle of this connection, or a cycle in either your life or the masculine's life, or a little bit of both. And until this cycle is cleared up, it's like I don't want to say it's stuck, but it's just not really moving forward in an action-oriented way in the physical world. I feel like there's a lot of things going on beneath the scenes, or, you know, behind the scenes, but it's stuff that you can't really see. So you're just going to have to trust in divine timing and have faith that everything will be revealed in perfect time. Okay, so we have the Adept of Chalices. I believe this is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I believe that's the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is about, you know, how we feel. It's about what we want. It's about emotionally, like getting our emotional needs met. So if you're not getting your emotional needs met, what I'm seeing that Spirit's trying to tell you, Divine Feminines, is that it's time for you to do things that you really enjoy, or maybe even be going another direction right now. It's okay. Definitely go after what is going to make you happy. And then we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, rather than staying stuck or hung up or stagnating or confused or just hung up, you know, just not being able to move forward, you are being asked to just keep riding the wave of life, keep opening yourself up to new experiences, and definitely do the things that make you happy, because sitting around and waiting for another person to change or waiting for another person to, you know, come around or whatever, if that doesn't happen and there are no guarantees in life, we're just going to end up being bitter and pissed that we wasted so much time. So I feel like you guys are just going to have to get to a point where you're okay with the fact that something isn't happening right now for a reason, and knowing that there's a higher reason for that, and just trusting that things will be revealed in perfect timing. So I like that. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and get the last messages here, which is upcoming energies as you both continue to move forward. So where are things headed in this connection? How are things progressing or moving forward in this particular connection? Let's go ahead and take a look. How are things headed? Or where are things headed in the future? What is the on the horizon energy for this masculine and feminine? Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. Okay, the Ten of Cups is happiness. The Ten of Cups is, you know, just love, and all of our cups running over. So there's a lot of fulfillment here. There's kind of some sort of happily ever after ending. I'm not trying to like put a fantasy out there for some of you guys, like everything is going to work out perfectly. But what I'm getting here is that no matter what, you guys are headed towards some sort of happiness. Now, whether it's together or separate, it really doesn't matter. The Ten of Cups is your future, and that's beautiful. So family is like soul family as well. So you guys may just decide that, hey, you know what? I don't want to have any kind of bitterness with this person, you know, as in my masculine right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat this masculine with unconditional love, and just realize that right now this masculine is just not ready for me at this time on this journey, and that's okay. I'm just going to love him from afar, and I'm going to continue to love myself and show up for myself in life. So to me, that is the ultimate unconditional loving card. It's how we would treat a family member, right? With no expectations, just love them anyways, no matter where they're at. So I feel like this is possible for feminine to get into this energy if she's not there already. Yeah, it's all in your perception of the way that you see things, Divine Feminine. So that is what I'm seeing here. That is the only way that people are going to be able to just get clear about what they want and make decisions, is if they just feel no condition from you. And there's nothing wrong with like you're in a relationship with somebody that you have needs and that you speak those needs, or that you put expectations. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that if you're trying to get to know someone and you haven't established that connection with them, or there's just a lot of things that are going on, and you know, maybe you guys are not on the same page. Sometimes people just need time to get on the same page, or maybe sometimes people need to make certain mistakes before they realize, wow, this is actually what I want, or this isn't what I want. But as time progresses, there's going to be an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. So your perception right now needs to shift and change, I'm getting for feminine. Just love unconditionally, try to unconditionally love this masculine from afar, and just keep moving forward with your life. I feel like that's your best bet at this time, instead of taking anything with you that is going to cause more trauma or more issues for you. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords actually already came up over here. So we can stay hung up and stuck. We can put our lives on hold. We can remain confused. We can continuously try to figure out the mystery of the situation, or we can let it go and just say, you know what? This was obviously an experience that I was supposed to have. It's helping me to see things from a certain perspective, but I'm going to take the love and the lessons with me, and I'm going to move forward is what I'm going to do. So I feel like something is bound to shift and change because of that. Now we've got the Queen of Swords. So that to me is the Queen of Swords too. So you're in this Queen of Swords mode, but it's with a loving flair. You're not quite all Queen of Swords badass. You've got a little bit of that Queen of Cups mixture too. You're in between, actually, is what I'm seeing. You're both dark and light, nice and balanced in both. You have the shadow and the discernment of the Queen of Swords, but you also have the light of the Queen of Cups. You're blending both of those energies. So what I'm seeing, this is a prediction for you, feminine, that moving forward, you're actually going to get to a nice balanced place. So if you've only been Queen of Swords, I feel like you're going to be bringing in some of that watery energy. So that way you're going to feel a lot better. So I feel like there's a lot of relief for feminine moving forward for sure. Okay. Yes. And you're just going to continue to have faith that everything is happening for a particular reason. So this is your future, feminine. This is how you're doing. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with masculine. We do have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. This is also somebody feeling a lot better. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, major truth, possibly even an opportunity to communicate. And then I'm getting the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry, not Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is explaining what's been going on, explaining what's been happening inside. So I feel, Divine Feminine, that your wish to be explained to what happened or understand what went down, you will get this clarity. And I think that's probably why this masculine's higher self message to you, if I can find it, where is it? You guys saw me, right? I picked those hearts and now I don't know where I put them, but it was the answered prayer. Oh, here it is. Your prayer will be answered. Your wish, your prayer, what you're wanting will be answered. Your confusion, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, being all caught up in our heads, I will explain to you. So I do feel like a lot of you feminines are going to get an explanation from this masculine in the future. I feel like he's going to clear up some things for you, and you're not going to feel so crazy, or you're not going to feel so confused or hung up. So try to just have faith and let go in the meantime, because something is going to be revealed with time. Yep. To me, that's reconciliation. That means two people coming together. This means a friendly vibe in the future. Still being able to be friends. Still being able to see each other and have fun together. The lighter energy. So I'm really getting a lot of reconciliation, coming together with this masculine, having a good time. I'm getting here, it's like after the winter. It's like summer. I'm not trying to say it's going to take that long for everybody, but I feel like by summer maybe of next year, you guys are going to be in a much lighter, playful, fun vibration energy with this particular masculine. There might be an opportunity for you guys to come together and actually, you know, spend some physical time together, meet up, etc., have some conversations, have more clarity. And that might just be the time that this masculine needs in order to clear up whatever cycles he's got going on right now. So anyways, you guys, I hope that reading resonated with someone out there today. And I just want to say thank you so much for choosing to watch this reading. If you guys did enjoy this reading, you can go ahead and support my channel in many ways. I do have a donation link, which is always a wonderful way to support my work. And I also, if you want to give this video a thumbs up, share it, make sure you're subscribed, notifications on, all of those things. They do help my channel to grow as well. And like I said, if you guys are interested in your own personalized version of this reading, it is on sale right now for 20% off. So I will put the link down below, you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you guys next time for another reading. All right. Bye-bye.